It is not safe to hunt monsters. The dogman, skinwalker, jack-o'-lantern, the Bigfoot. Some of these things can make you sick, drive you insane, or even kill you. These cryptids and monsters, they are real. There are thousands more of these stories that terrify, and we invite you to come along with us to investigate these creatures and entities. We're going to track them all down.
All right, Chris, we're heading to Eufaula right now, and we're going to talk to a lot of great people.
Fired up. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to jump out of the car right now, guys.
Let's do it.
Yep. My people tease me and call me by my name, Christopher Honka Hill. I'm a full-blood Muskogee Creek. Over 35 years, I've been investigating, hunting monsters, myths, legends, things that hunt men.
Here in Oklahoma, we've heard a lot about Bigfoot, and to actually go to a town where current sightings are happening. I'm really excited. My name is Russell Suneagle, Tatakita Body Pitahobidata Pasuhara. I'm the producer of Spirit Talkers podcast, and we talk about monsters, we talk about cryptids, we talk about paranormal, supernatural. We talk about all the things that other people are afraid to talk about.
This Eufaula area, it's known to have a lot of sightings. You know, you hear a lot of people talking about, Bigfoot in their area.
Pandemic of Bigfoot, huh?
Yep, a lot of them all over the place. A lot of people think Bigfoot is just a Canadian thing or a northern tribe thing. Washington State. Oklahoma is huge. There's a lot of places for a Bigfoot to live. You got all kinds of environment here. You got heavy woods. You got what we call mountains, which, some people will say huge hills. We got a lot of places where people don't live. All these tribes throughout the United States, they all tell stories of what they call Stajapko, which means tall man. Our medicine people, they look at him as a good thing. He used to teach them things. But even people across the waters have stories of an entity like this. They've got many names for him, from Yeti to the abominable snowman. I was always told that these are ancient beings. You guys call them monsters, but some of these tribes, they refer to these as ancestors. You have to know your history to understand what I'm talking about. You have 39 different tribes here in the state of Oklahoma that are federally recognized. And most of these were removed from their homelands and brought here to what they call Indian Territory. When these guys got here, they brought their songs, their dances, their medicines, their legends, and their lore.
First, we're going to talk to some elders around the community. Hopefully we can get their descriptions, their close encounters with them, and their clues to help us out. We've had a lot of stories that date back years of Bigfoot being around that area.
We're getting ready to talk to some of our elders here at the Eufaula Indian Community Center. It's Jared.
Hey, I make it all right?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me. Glad you're here today.
I'm excited to hear these stories, and I'm excited to hear what the elders have to share with us today. There must be a lot of sightings in this area, is that correct?
Yeah.
If you got hot spots where you think he might be showing up, please let us know, because that's what we're after. We're here to find evidence.
Lived most of my life in Eufaula. My sister and I we were driving slowly down a hill, and I thought it was a fire truck. It made it sound like, and all them dogs started barking.
Wow.
And, every now and then you'll hear a tree limb snapping, and when you get to looking, you'll see a tree just shaking it.
Oh,
Whoa.
dang.
I believe what we do is important because it gives people their space to talk about their encounters.
One day they were coming back from town. They went down to make a beer run. Pulled in there real fast, and the light shined on the Bigfoot. And they all seen it.
And sometimes they could be labeled as crazy.
Every night he'd go out there and hoping Bigfoot would come back so he could see it again. Till he died, every night.
They could be labeled as, oh, maybe you're just intoxicated, under the influence of something.
It was misting and lightly raining. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I heard those owls started squawking. I heard the most gut-wrenching scream you could hear. I didn't know what that howl or scream was. Spine tingling, my hair just stood up on the back of my neck, and I just immediately tried to hurry it, got in the door, slammed the door right quick. Said, well, I don't know what it was, but it scared me. And John goes, well, I guess that's what you get for staying out late like you did.
Yeah.
They were amongst other storytellers. And once that happened, it was a beautiful moment because everyone else started talking.
Her story matches close to what Nancy, she was late at night and her dog was barking, and she seen a big hairy thing, reached down and grabbed her dog and took off.
Really?
And some of these stories, I'm telling you, they're just straight up eerie.
There's a time when I walked a lot after dark. I just took the route from my house to the mailbox and back at night. And one night when I was walking back, I heard somebody walking at the same pace I was in the wooded area. It sounded heavy.
Did it have a weird vibe or scary or?
It did. It stopped me in my tracks. I'd stop. It would stop. When I start walking, it would start walking again. When I saw my flashlight toward it, it could stop walking.
It would just stop? Wow. But you couldn't see anything?
No.
Growing up down there, did you hear stories like that before?
I didn't know what they called it. You know, they just talked about a big creature, hairy creature.
And some of these stories, I'm telling you, they're just straight up eerie.
I'm from Ragtown, Oklahoma, south of Wetumpka. Out there where I live is my grandmother's allotment. I must have been 15 at the time. Me and my cousin was coming back from church. At that time, we were learning how to smoke cigarettes. So we pulled off the road and we got out because I said, don't smoke in the car. I said, my mom might use it. So we were sitting in back of on the trunk. Big old tugboat cars, Oldsmobile, Chevrolets. Well, we were sitting on the trunk and we lit up and we were smoking and talking. And we were at the intersection and right there in the corner was a big old clump of trees. And we were just smoking and talking, and all at once he comes flying over me. And when he hits the ground, he's pointing. I'm looking at where he's pointing, but his hand was shaking. And I looked at him and he didn't say nothing. He just kept pointing. So I got to looking real good because I thought, well, my mom's walking. So I thought we were caught. So I get to looking real good. Then that's when I noticed, but he was looking behind a tree, looking at us. To me, it looked like an orangutan, orange looking, and I could hear him breathing. As far as the smell, it was like a skunk and wet dog. I didn't try to run. And I looked at my cousin and I said, are you okay? And about that time, he's crying. Well, he never said anything. I said, well, you want to go home? So I said, well, get in. And we were almost into town, I find, and then he started talking. And I said, what happened? He said when he looked up, he said that thing was just walking toward us, just looking around.
Wow.
That's crazy.
When he hit the ground and looked, he said that's when it got behind that tree.
Some I've always described the feeling it gives. Do you ever experience a feeling?
I served in the Army 12 years. I get that feeling from when I was overseas, that somebody's watching you. The hair on your neck will start standing up.
Sometimes they say when those things show up, there's a reason behind it. Have you heard things like that before?
When we see it, we always just say he's letting us know he's still out there.
We're talking to these storytellers, and everybody's mentioning Highway 9.
We're out in the country, about 9 miles out on Highway 9.
Highway 9.
Number 9 highway.
This happened at Highway 9. That happened at Highway 9. 2 months ago.
Yeah, we were out here on number 9.
5 highway? Is it 9?
Highway 9.
Yeah.
And that's number 9 highway too.
Yeah.
That Highway 9, runs all the way up, and it connects Eufaula and Wewoka. They have sightings of him up and down Highway 9. Well, I sure appreciate you sharing this information with us. These stories were what I wanted to hear, and they were all close encounters. They were all in the same area.
The things that we were told today are clues. There was so much information that we got today that we're going to use in this investigation.
The thing I loved was the current stories of where this thing is actually at the last time it was seen. Bigfoot is hard to find. The information that I'm getting is very, very helpful to track him. We had talked earlier about that Honeycomb Bluff, and I was going to see if you might be able to show us that road.
Yes, I can do that.
Plan now is John's going to show us exactly where these stories took place. This is Honeycomb Bluff, is that correct?
This is the Honeycomb Bluff area, which this mountain range runs about 5 or 6 miles to the east to the west. The locals know it known as Honeycomb Bluff because of the cave. It looks like a honeycomb. There's a lot of caves up here in this area, and a lot of hideouts. People that want to hide, there's plenty of places to hide up there.
There's numerous stories about Jito Harjo. When he got hurt and running from the military, he came out here and hid. Jito Harjo was a hero to the Muskogee Creek people. He ran the Crazy Snake Rebellion for the Muskogee Creeks. He was the one that stood up to the U.S. government.
The government was trying to treat him like they were treating Sitting Bull and Geronimo. They were trying to discredit him in his efforts to uphold the treaties.
We had an agreement with the U.S. government to give up our homelands. When we got here, they promised to give us help, rations and things to help us make a life here. But instead, they gave us rotten rations, limited rations, not enough for everyone. They did other things by taking some of our land back that they gave to us here. And Jito Harjo was one of them that said, no more. We need to stand. We have an agreement. You agreed to this. Now let's see it. And caused great conflict. He battled these guys for a long time. They chased him all the way down to Mexico and back several times. Jito Harjo got hurt in a skirmish. He went to hide out at Honeycomb Bluff to heal himself, to get help, and legend has it there was a family or a village of those Bigfoots that lived in that Honeycomb Bluff. And they taught him that invisibility song so he could be invisible to his opponent. You always hear that, Bigfoot goes so far, you get tracking him, and then he disappears. These Bigfoots can hide right in front of you because of the medicine. This is another thing that I think people don't really understand. For Muskogee people, you hear all these tribes, they talk about medicine men, medicine this, medicine that. Well, for Muskogee Creeks, we consider Bigfoot one of the original medicine men. This is the area where they see him crossing this road over here. Is that correct?
Yes, they have seen in this area right here, and I think right in that area that those 2 witnesses have seen it.
You hear that?
That's a cow.
Okay. I was like, oh, here we go.
Dang, he's hollering at us. That's a cow, guys. That's a cow.
Yeah, everybody calm down.
Yeah. If you look at this area, this would probably be a place where he would roam because, again, you got water,
Yep.
You got food sources, and I bet if we look hard enough, we might even find some tracks.
I think you sitting right in the woods over there, that area right there. They said it was orange looking. It was this time of the evening time. It was just standing there.
On that island part right here?
Get right here to your left. That's there in the grass.
Oh, okay.
You can understand why something wants to walk through there There's plenty of foliage, water, fish. If something wanted to hide, it could be there, but yet it could get access to the food. And I told Russell, I said, that's like the Bigfoot grocery store.
Mm-hmm. Because according to the people that have witnessed this thing, it happens at night.
Yeah.
You're up that road.
Somebody's been walking through here though. You can see these are tracks right here. And then you see animal tracks already through here.
Something right here. We really got to do a little bit of investigating, and we're looking for some prints.
I see an indentation, but I'm trying to figure out what made it. And that's what we're looking for, is something, some kind of track. There's a lot of things that cross this road. And to me, if a lot of different animals are crossing this road, it makes sense to me that this would be a place for it to also cross.
Yep.
Because you got the water source, you got vegetation, so he's got food and water and shelter and a place to hide. You know, I've heard stories of it swimming too.
That big ripple.
Yeah, it was a big old ripple.
Mm-hmm. It looked like something jumped in over here. We saw a big ripple in the water. Maybe something dropped in and took off under.
Like a fisherman standing right here, they're here to splash over that way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something got out of the water.
John even mentioned that there's tunnels under that area too, in the water.
It's like a beaver's, got a den under the bank.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably caves or something in there. But
yeah,
they got air holes up in there.
Yeah.
Anyway to hide out, I guess.
And then this stuff we don't even know underneath.
My oldest brother, he used to go down there and fish. And he had a story of seeing one on the shore. And it swam. And it came to him and his friends that were in the boat that was fishing. And it went under the water all the way underneath their boat across to the other side of the shore and got out and walked into the woods. And when we were in that area, that's the first thing that popped back into my this old rugged head of mine. And I was like, oh man, that's crazy. What I've been told is they can hold their air for a long time. And so they can swim a long distance as well.
I find it interesting that all these woodlands are surrounded by what it needs to survive, like water and food. There's a lot here that Bigfoot could use to survive. This reminded me of the time when we went to Wendy Ponka's house. When we're in Fairfax to see Wendy, she's a renowned artist and she's having a lot of frequent and current activity of Bigfoot.
Away. We come to visit you today to learn a little bit about that big guy with these Osages, and that's what Wendy Ponka is. She's an Osage tribal member. They have a relationship with Bigfoot. What do you Osages or Wajajis call him?
Hairy man?
Hairy man, that's right. We come out to look for the Osage hairy man. All those people in that Fairfax area have experience, have stories.
We used to put a movie screen right here in the yard, and we'd be sitting in the yard right there, looking at the movies. Right back over here, over the fence line. Be sitting right there, looking at the movie there. Well, there'd be like two sets of eyes just right there. And I'd be like, hey, what is that over there? They're like, oh, it's raccoons. I go, looks bigger than coons to me. The cows are too short to do that. Do you know what I mean? That's too tall for them. They'd just be over there watching the dang movie with us.
What color were the eyes?
Green.
A lot of these stories, especially in this area, it's pretty active.
But I just know they're around here. For some reason, they like it here. This is where they climb over right here. See how it's all pushed down?
Oh, yeah.
They climb over there and get in there. Who does that? We didn't do that. That's not, my family does not do that. We do not mess up our fence lines.
Some of them have like a relationship like you would a relative or something, because they get mad at them.
It's where they come in here, and we used to leave this open all the time. And then they haven't been doing it lately, but one winter, a couple of winters, they did it a whole lot. They just come in here and then just get the dog food.
What? They take that off?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Just eat it. It needs to be gone. It needs to be like
Okay. We just went and bought 50 pounds of dog food, and where did it go?
And you have to twist it to get it off. It's not like it's a...
They're humans. You guys got to get with the program. Stop thinking that they're monkeys or something. They are humans.
Interacting with Wendy, I got a lot of great energy from her.
Came back here because I know they're living along here.
She was telling us a lot about the activity on her tree line.
Behind there, see those trees that are just right behind the pond? I always get, I have a feeling they hang out there.
It made me feel like her family's pretty connected with Bigfoot.
Do they ever get close to the
I'll
house?
show you where they beat on the walls. My bed used to be right here. They'd bang on the wall right there like boom, boom.
And even banging on her house,
They did it twice.
scaring her. Maybe scaring her, but maybe he was just trying to communicate with her.
And I moved my bed. I moved my bed. I don't want them messing around.
That right there is a good indication that we have a chance to catch a glimpse of Bigfoot in her area. Now, what are you showing us over here?
Something that none of us could explain.
Oh, okay.
This piece of metal right here and this fence right here. Nobody in my family put this on here. This was on an old screen door that we took off the back porch. We have a dump over there at the tree line over there by the creek over there. And this was on the front of the screen. It's a piece of aluminum. It's really hard. I can't bend it. It just showed up here one day. And I asked the kids, did you guys go down there and get that? Because I recognized it off that screen. I go, did you go get that off the screen door and bring it up here? And they were like, no. And I go, who did this? We still don't know who did that.
She was telling us he was giving them gifts, like a bent up, shiny metal piece that maybe he thought she would like because maybe he knows she's an artist.
She's got all these metal sculptures in her yard, and it's probably showing her that it can do art too.
I have like 3 sticks up at the house too that have just like showed up here. I wanted to show them to you. I use them. They're like they have no bark on them, and they have like little forks on the end.
This Bigfoot entity on Wendy Ponka's property is definitely communicating because he's leaving different gifts.
They just showed up here. I don't even know where. I didn't go down and get them.
That's a relationship. That's communication at its finest. What do you think they would have used those for?
I don't know. Aren't they cool?
And it looks like they're fish, for fish, what they call gigging fish.
They just showed up here at the farmhouse.
I would think they would use it to cook with
I don't know.
or to eat with.
Yeah, who knows? Catch a snake, eh?
Yeah, fish.
True. With all this activity happening, we need to get some trail cams out.
After listening to Wendy's stories about the tree line behind her property, we decided to put some game cams out there with night vision, where she says this thing travels.
Scouted out the spot, or this whole area. There's a little opening inside where I think trail cams could be set up.
We're going to try to put 2 of them facing each other, so if it tries to be tricky and go behind it, hopefully the other camera will pick it up.
It's working. How's yours?
Working.
This one is facing to the field, so if he crosses that field, we've got him. If he crosses these woods or this trail, we've got him. We're going to leave these game cams up overnight. He comes through here regularly, and I'm very excited about this.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see what we get. We're traveling a lot. We're out here in Northeast Oklahoma at an undisclosed location. I was sent a photo of this Bigfoot structure. So I thought it would be a unique opportunity to come here and look at it, investigate it, and check it out.
When did you say this was done?
I want to say it was early March when they had said it was down here.
Of this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Now. The reason that they don't want anyone to know where it's located at is because of vandalism. They want to keep this thing safe. And, again, their belief that this was a gift. And so they want to try to take care of this gift in a good way.
I've never seen one in real life, only in pictures, and so this one looked very special. Walking up to the structure, I feel just a great feeling, just kind of like a blessed moment, I guess.
I was amazed in the detail in this structure. For whatever put this out here, went through a lot of effort to construct this thing.
And they put cedar right at that entrance at the top of it. And there's nothing close by that cedar like that.
After observing it and seeing the cedar aligned inside and outside, and almost as if, it is a gift, because that cedar's a really good blessing.
Something or someone put a lot of time and effort into this thing. When I look at this, I know a lot of people might be skeptical of this,
Yeah.
but if you look at this thing, it's very detailed. What person is going to put that much detail? I'm looking at this thing and I'm just blown away with how it's put together. I mean, it's well put together.
And it's withstood all the winds that came through, you know, yeah, all the storms.
These structures I've seen before. And, you know, people think, well, it's because it's a Bigfoot, it's got to be humongous, you know, huge, huge. No, they just build them just to lay in, is my understanding.
Have you had any kind of run-ins or interactions or encounters maybe with Bigfoot?
Other than, you know, what we had heard about half a mile from our house, you know, that something big was running along the creek, breaking branches. That smell would come through. All of nature would just be quiet till the smell was gone.
What was the smell like?
I mean, like, whoa, something dead maybe, like a dead dog or maybe a dead deer, something kind of decaying. You know, there's times when I could feel I'm being watched. I know I'm being watched. And other people say that as well. You know, it's just something out here is watching us.
Would it be all right for us to kind of stick around for this evening?
Yeah, that'd be fine, yeah.
Tonight, with Mr. Leading Fox's assistance, we're going to give back to whomever or whatever had gifted this to these people. We appreciate, you know, you guys bringing us out here. And we'd like to ask, you know, for an appropriate song. You know, if you can bless us with that. Mr. Pat, he said, someone or something gifted that to his tribe. And old Indian etiquette, you know, if someone gifts you something, you know, you give something back. So he sung appropriate song to whatever or whomever gifted that to them. And the blessing itself that Mr. Pat blessed us with his voice.
Oh.
One of the beliefs these people have here is that it does like their song. And so this is a good opportunity to see. Oh, is that just a tree?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's go this way. Again, it might be tonight. It might be way down the road. You never know.
So I'm using a thermal camera right now. So right here is Chris. Clearly see him in front of me holding the lights. Very great image of Chris right there. Good. I saw some red over here. Let's just kind of stop and listen. See if we could hear anything or...
Let's go back.
Check out this bent branch right here.
Yeah.
Looks like it may be pointing to the direction of the structure.
Those ancient signs like this, you know, they were directional. You know, they would show directions to like rivers or pathways. Man, these mosquitoes are eating me alive. But to me, this is a very active place. And I think this is a place that we might need to come back, you know, more than once.
It's pretty peaceful tonight.
Game cams from Wendy Honka's.
Yeah, this is them.
She says it's pretty active over there, and I'm excited to see if we caught something walking through. And the way we set those game cams up, you know, it was strategic.
What we got in that night, we left the trail cams right here. There's a deer right there, Chris.
Okay, I see him.
Oh, there he goes. Nothing there. It's almost like it's triggering Chris, but nothing's here.
I think a lot of people, you know, they miss him because, you know, he's a master of his environment. He could be so close to a tree that he kind of just blends in. He could really be hiding right there and we don't catch him. You know, just like this shadow over here. You see how it kind of shades in? That could be him. And that's what I was looking at. And then again, he might be using his maca in these to keep us from seeing him.
I see what you're saying, and I get it. But I mean, to the average person, it might seem like a dead end. I'm just wondering why the cameras didn't trigger at all. Set them up and it rolled all day, and we got triggers throughout the day, but at night we got nothing.
The misconception is all this technology. You know, technology is fine. I'm not saying anything bad about technology or anything like that. And it is a helpful tool. But regardless what you use, no matter what we catch on that camera or audio or any of these machines, these fancy machines we're using, your unbelievers will never believe anyway. If it knows you're after it, it's going to hide. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's always one step ahead of us.
And he's always fooled the best trackers out there. We just got to figure it out.
For sure.
After a week of hunting for Bigfoot around the northeast of Oklahoma, we returned to Wetumpka, about 30 miles east of Eufaula, where our week began.
But that's the corner that I was telling y'all about.
We're meeting up with Chris Powell again so he can show us where he first encountered Bigfoot as a kid.
Russell's lighting a cedar. You know, when we go out on investigations, we have this cedar prepared by a spiritual person. They sing songs and prayers over this cedar to help us. This is a Muskogee Creek thing. This is how we do it. You know, other tribes have different ways for protection. This helps us not to bring something back too. Every tribe has something like this, inch of tobacco. With this, we're going to give it an offering. Spirits and things that are out here, we're giving this as an offering to say we come in peace. When's the last sighting or encounter in this area?
Probably about a couple of months ago, that's when we boys last heard it.
I'm walking down this road with Chris Powell, and he points out this kind of cleared out area in the woods. Did you say that's a trail?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a roadway, but it ended up being a trail.
Whoa. Where does that go?
You see the spider webs and spiders? They're all through there, so nothing's gone through there recently.
No.
When you run across stuff like this from your training, and I'm talking about your military training, can something survive in there?
Yeah.
Is there plenty of food for it to eat? Have you ever seen like habitat?
Yeah. I don't have no horses now, but about 2 years ago, I had one missing. I think it might have been about 3 days, 4 days later. I noticed some buzzards flying around, and I found my old stud out there. It was just all cavity. Yeah. Everything on the inside was taken. Just something make the inside out.
Is there access back there? Well, let's check this out, and then we'll go through there and look for any kind of signs. You being here and having these experiences, do you feel like it's something that just sticks around or it just travels through?
I think it sticks around. It's always been around here and still around here.
He took us down the road recapping the story that he had told us at the community center.
We were parked right over there, kind of like pulled in, but you know, we're still able to get out.
When he was doing that, you know, I could just vividly picture all these things that were happening.
Where we were sitting there smoking, my cousin was just looking around. That thing was just walking. He said, if I didn't jump, he said it probably would have just walked on by. Or
it was just so vivid that, you know, I could just picture it in my head.
He was just pointing and just shaking. I mean, he was just...
When you saw it, you feel what ran through your mind at that time?
Didn't scare me at first, but then when it, you know, moved, and I thought, damn, it's there. It's right there.
Yeah.
10 yards in. 10 yards in. Man, that's a big old monkey. To me, that's what it looked like.
I love how we're at the spot where it happened. Just seeing it, instead of imagining it, man, it's great to be here.
I was so pumped up. I was Right then, I was ready to run in those woods.
Where are we going exactly right now?
We're going on the trail that he was talking about, where he found that horse, I guess mangled or mutilated, and that's what we're going to go look at now.
Does this even seem like a real road?
Wow. Yeah, this is crazy. I've never driven down a road like this, man. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I'm just gonna call it a trail, because this was not no road. He took us way back in their allotment land. The way we had to get there, I mean, it was like going through Jurassic Park. I mean, I was
gonna flip over, to be honest.
I thought I just knew our vehicle was gonna get stuck. Again, there's a lot of resources for rental. Getting there was pretty rough.
There's a down tree. Whoa.
He's got his grandson out there, picking that tree off the road for us so we can make it through. Yeah, we're gonna listen and see if we hear anything or sense anything, and see if we can at least communicate with something. But I'm gonna go out there and try to help them.
I'm eager to see what it looks like back here.
Dang, y'all get it all? I think so.
Did he say it was fresh?
No, it's not.
No, I mean, not. Remember the story he was talking about over there?
Oh yeah, he said it.
Yeah, so like we just kind of mentioned, that's got to be activity for the Bigfoot, walking right into his territory.
This is definitely a place where you would see one.
Wallpaper.
This just to keep the mosquitoes away. And
He started getting cedar and making a fire, and the fire was to kind of ward off some of these mosquitoes.
this smoke more or less runs the Honkas away.
We were trying to set up, we were trying to get everything going at our base camp, and we got caught off guard. We didn't have time to pull out our thermal camera, or we didn't even have time to put out some trail cams.
We're given a minute so we can listen. We want to see if there's anything moving around out there.
If anything, it'll come from over there.
That pond?
Yeah.
After he built that fire, he was telling us towards the road, this is where it normally comes. When you see it, it's going to come from this direction. It wasn't but just a few seconds, we heard hollering in the distance. Is that a cow or is that something screaming?
I heard some over here.
Mm-hmm.
You said it would come from that direction. Okay. Then we begin to hear dogs bark.
Yeah.
Those dogs are barking. Let's see if we can be quiet for like 1 minute, see if we can hear anything moving around. And the animals, all around were getting all pumped up. Then they just all stopped.
Got quiet.
Are y'all smelling that?
I am. What is that?
I don't know. It's a strong odor.
Yeah.
I mean, it happened so fast. We didn't even have time to get ready for anything.
That's my...
Yeah, I can hear it. Did you hear that?
Hey guys.
It's footsteps.
It's right in there.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, everybody back up. Everybody back up. Everybody back up. I don't want it to think we're threatening it. Yeah. Hello, are you out there? We've heard a lot of stories about you.
Smell that.
God.
Yep, I smell it. Footsteps.
We come to you in peace.
It's footsteps.
Is it circling us?
It was here, now it's over here. I heard footsteps, and then we heard a weird sound.
What was that?
There.
Not only did we hear movement, but there was just a weird sound. What the fuck is that? Dang, that's freaky. You know, it just had a weird ting to it. Have you heard this before? Dang, that is freaky.
It's getting a little closer now. It's right there now.
Watch out.
Then watch out.
Watch out. Watch out. It's running. It's running.
Oh, it's a pig.
Man. Let's get back by that truck in case it's a wild boar. Sounds like a wild boar, but
It sounded like footsteps though.
yeah. And it sounded like two, not four.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it's right through there. I was so pumped up, my heart felt like it was gonna bust out my chest. It got close, huh?
Yeah. It was right in front of me, and then that's when we walked away because we thought it was a boar, but I heard footsteps.
Dang, it's walking in there.
Yeah, that ain't no boar.
Hello? Are you out there?
How far do you think it is?
It's not far.
Yeah. Now it's back over there. But the odor.
Can you show yourself or make a noise for us?
It's right there now, on the left. It was in the front of us. It's keeping its distance.
Is it staying right there? I hear it walking.
I hear it too.
It's looking at us.
Yeah, it's right there now. Let's see.
There's another set of eyes over there.
Breathing over here.
Count of three, you want to rush it?
And that's when Chris says, let's rush it. Let's go. On the count of three, and I'm like, whoa, whoa. I can't see. I don't want to roll it. It's right here.
See, when I get excited, my brain just goes like that, you know, and all I'm thinking about is I want to see this thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's breathing back up.
Yeah, back up, back up.
Back up. We mean no disrespect. We come in peace.
Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get our stuff and leave because we don't want to agitate it more than it's already agitated. Go ahead and get your stuff, and I'm gonna keep this light on this area. Again, we come in peace. We're gonna leave this for you, and we're getting ready to leave your place. I apologize if we've upset you. We left gift of tobacco and some oranges.
And we're leaving you with some nourishment.
All right, let's blaze. That was pretty cool, though.
Man, that was something else.
I wanted so bad to run towards it, but I thought, boy, I'll make it mad and it'll be ready to fight.
Well, when we got close to it, it was...
I know, I heard
like
that.
It
sounded like a bull.
It did, but more powerful than a bull. It was because it knew. It just knew.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was so cool. Man, that was just an experience that I'll never forget.
Let's smoke off.
All these other guys that don't believe or whatever, I just say, you can believe or not believe, but we went and did it. What about you? All right, well, we know it's late and you guys need to get back, and I appreciate it again. Muddo, guys, Muddo, you guys are warriors.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Speaking to the people of Eufaula and doing our investigation and seeing it and hearing it, I really do believe that what you saw is what you saw. It was Bigfoot.
Next time on Legend Hunters.
This dog man, he's a man hunter.
You talking about that right there? I'm so pumped. I gotta be able to calm down.
I've got a background in biological sciences, so when I come across something like that, my first thought is logically, what can that be? And then when you start eliminating what it can't be and what it's not, that just leaves you with, okay, then what's left?